Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we are currently working on trying to get friendlier with the United States. We'll see how that ends up going. I don't expect that to go anywhere, to be clear. That would be very, very, very strange if that were to happen. For the moment, we're just going to proceed forward. I would like to remove them as a rival when we can, and when can we do that? Let's see here. We can remove them. Well, we need 120 diplomatic power to remove them. Okay. Noted. So that would definitely be an interesting thing to do. I would like to do so. Now, we are currently stronger than the United States, it looks like. Yeah, we've got a Miltech on them, and we've got more soldiers than they do, and more manpower. So that is definitely noted. They do have an alliance with France, and we definitely don't want to fight France. That's for sure. Who are you fighting? Revolutionary Memmingen. I don't think they're going to have a hard time with that. Okay, so France is obviously a problem for Europe, but they're not really in the Americas at all, so they're not that big of an issue for us, at least for now. So we're going to proceed forward here, and we are definitely interested in building some manufactories. Now, manufactory cost, that is increased by our corruption, correct? Power costs is, and minimum autonomy, mandate growth modifier, spy network construction, foreign spy detection. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So unbalanced research is definitely a problem right now, and I do want to get that fixed. That is a fairly high priority, but we're not really prepared to do it at this exact moment because we need to get a bunch more admin power. We need 577 power to do that. We expect to have that in 6 years, and in that time, we'll have corruption down to about 10, so that's okay. We're going to have to refuse to aid these traders, unfortunately. We lost our CB against the US, which is fine. They have us rivaled, and I would definitely like to remove that. I would also like to rival... Let's see here. Revolutionary Portugal would be a good one to rival. We can't currently rival them, and is that because we're too strong? I think it might actually be because we're too strong right now. Revolutionary Portugal is likely going to catch up with us, so that is definitely noted. Portuguese Peru is still a crown colony down here. Portuguese Brazil is as well. Rio de Prata, they have pretty high liberty desire. So that's certainly noted. We're going to proceed forward, though, for now, and continue to invest some money here. English Columbia is threatening our trade. We could lose a bunch of power or a stability. I'm going to lose the stability here. I feel like we really need the power, and we might get a free stability back, so that would be good. That seems fine for now. Okay, so we're maxed with the US. We're probably still at minus 200 here. Yeah, I'm not surprised about that. The rivalry is the majority of the problem. Well, once our provinces is the majority of the problem there. I don't think we're ever going to become friends with the US. Who are they at war now with? Castilian Louisiana. They're going to have a real easy time with that. So they're going to take this over. That's understood. Are we capped on our manpower now? We kind of are. So that is certainly noted. I want to continue to work on conversions for right now. And we should probably think about fighting down here. Maybe annexing all of Portuguese Peru. That would be interesting for sure. They're quite weak. I'm going to start heading down over here and over here. And I'm also going to bring 2 additional armies in. We're going to keep our northern armies where they're at, and they're going to remain drilling. So for now, it's going to be something kind of like this. We're going to be on our way down. I want to check to see, do we have a CB here? We do. It would be an imperialism CB. And that's fine. Okay. So that sounds good. I kind of want to annex Portuguese Peru. That is, of course, going to be a bit problematic for us because of our admin power. We're pretty behind in admin tech. But at the same time, this would be a big hit to Portugal, and I feel like they can't really fight us over it. We'll see. The US so discontent amongst our population. That's not shocking. That's deeply, deeply unsurprising. So we can set an agenda here, which I would like to do. What do we got? A base tax a University Instituta for 35 of each type of power, or a base production for a manufactory in Laguneros. And that's what we're going to take here. This is actually a very good thing to build here. And how much are we expecting that to produce? Let's check in here quick. Oh, this is the top one in the list. Okay, beautiful. So that seems really good. When are we going to be able to seize land? January 1st, so like a year and a half, slightly under a year and a half. Okay. We would need to be at peace for that. So that is certainly noted. So we're on our way down here. Everything is looking reasonably good. We're going to attack here as soon as we are in position. So I want these guys here. I want these guys here. We're going to invade with this force. I do want to immediately get this manufactory going. So we're going to do that right now. Excellent. Okay. I think we're ready to launch this invasion. So I want to attack Portuguese Peru right now. An Imperialism CB is the way to go. Okay, so these guys up here stopped drilling. I want them to resume their drill. And I also want to mothball all of our forts. With the exception, potentially, of this fort. And maybe this fort. And this fort here, I kind of want to delete. Okay, we'll do that for now. So that seems good. Now, we're going to have to push down and take a number of forts here. So we're going to immediately invade, like... Actually, these guys need to go here. We're going to invade on a fairly wide front like this. And then we're going to need to start these forts immediately. So I'm going to move these guys in here. Royal patronage. Okay, that's a lot of money. No, we're going to lose 5 prestige. Thank you very much. That is altogether too much money. So I'm wondering, can we go here? No. Okay. Zone of control of the forts. That's fine. We're going to move these guys down, and we need to siege these 2 forts at this moment. The question is, just how much of this do we actually want to take? Ignore coring distance. Artillery damage from back row would be really good, actually. Artillery levels available versus fort. That'd be good right now. This would be good in hypothetical future wars against Portugal or England or the United States. I think we should go with the hypothetical future war, because this war right now is not a challenging war. Having additional siege would be great, but it's not the end of the world. So the question remains, just how much do we actually want to take here? I would love to take all of Portuguese Peru. That is quite a lot, and I doubt we can get away with it. As a hypothetical, if we were to select all of this, how much would we even be allowed to take right now? This is not all of that much war score. So in theory, we would be able to full annex Portuguese Peru. As a further hypothetical, this would cost us 1,670 to core. It would also form us some coalitions. We don't actually care about these coalitions necessarily. So that's intriguing. I don't think Portugal will let it go this far. We'll see. So for right now, Castilian Louisiana canceled the right to military access that they had. Fair enough. We're going to get these forts sieged soon. We see we have a breach here. That's great. Admin power is definitely the concern here. So to that end, we could think about promoting this advisor, except he's not one of our promoted cultures. I still want to be focusing on military power at this moment. You might ask why. The answer is we really need to finish off quality ideas. Like, incredibly badly. Getting that artillery combat ability plus that discipline would be huge. Of absolutely vital importance. Okay, so we're seeing them coming in to attack here. I'm going to bring these guys around, and I'm going to bring these in as well to reinforce this. Okay, so in come the reinforcements, and we won that battle. No problem whatsoever there. We're going to pull back a couple of these units. I want to pull back this unit and this unit with these guys retaining the siege here. Apparently, we lost our breach, though. So that's awkward. No doubt about that. We're going to continue this conversion. Well, we regained our breach, so that is good. Okay, so Leon is apparently claiming one of our territories. Hilarious. And we can grab an idea here. So this would be definitely taking an offensive idea. So attrition for enemies would be really, really strong for us. No doubt about that. And I would love to get that. We would get that as soon as we'd have this done. So we're currently 12 years ahead of time in Miltech, and we're expecting to get this in 5 years. So we can definitely push that back. If we grab this, that would be wonderful. And then we can check here to see we're currently expecting to get this in 8 years. And we're 12 years ahead of time. So we can definitely get another idea, maybe even 2, before we need to go for that Miltech. We'll see. So the sieges are continuing. And we will see one of these forts falling soon. Okay, there's this one falling. Perfect. So now I'm going to move these lads forward. And we're going to need to move something like this. Okay, I don't necessarily love this fort situation right now. So that is definitely noted. Zone of control on this fort is problematic for us. Okay, now that has fallen, and that's a big deal for us. So we're going to move in and start sieges here and here. Local unrest or prestige, we're going to take the prestige. Thank you very much. Okay, next up, I would like to have these guys come around over to here. There we go. And Portuguese Peru, they got a fair amount of additional troops. That's noted. Okay, I want these guys positioned here to be able to reinforce. CB against Mamluks. Okay. So they're moving up to here right now. They're grouping together, and we'll see what that ends up feeling like. Where are they planning to attack? They could attack here or here. This is a much better place for them to attack, so I'm going to move this force over. Because if they attack here, we definitely want to be able to defend that. If they attack here, it's a little bit less valuable, just because of the positioning and the progression on the siege. So that seems fine. We're at 28% here, and we're just waiting for these sieges to end. 49. Eventually it will end. Eventually. 71. Oof. Bad roll there. Songhai is going to attack Yao. Sure, whatever. Man, we are having bad rolls out over here. We just failed a 71% chance. We've had so many high chance fails here. This is going to happen soon, though. Now it's up to 85. Eventually. Eventually it will fall. There we go. That was significantly longer than it should have been. So we're going to advance forward down this way for now. And we need this fort to fall. So they're falling back at this time, which is expected. There's 2 additional forts here. This is only a fort level of 1. So that is absolutely magnificent. And we can see that they are currently coming in here to try to take this. So we're going to move up, and we're going to move these guys in as soon as we take this. There we go. And these, they're going to probably make a beeline for the capital. Okay, so they have decided not to take this attack. Fair enough. These guys are grouped in. So I'm going to keep these lads here. We're going to move back to here. Actually, we should move these guys here, these here, and then these here. Beautiful. So that looks good. They decided not to run that attack, which is fully expected. We're just waiting on this siege to end. Lubeck has ended their revolution. Okay. And there's a conversion finishing. Perfect. We'll continue to work on those. Now we have a lot of gold at this moment, and I would definitely like to build more manufactories, but let's check in here. Ooh, yeah, these are some good workshops. A couple of them, anyway. So we'll get those going. And Great Temples, there's one. Sure. Beyond that, we can get one manufactory going. And on the next month tick, we can get another. Beautiful. So that looks good. Now, the Siege of Cuzco is finally over. So we're going to come in here. I'm going to bring these armies in to reinforce as well. I suspect we're going to need them. So in we go here. Ooh, we gain free stability. I like it. Okay, so we win that battle as expected. Now, we're going to head down here. We're going to head up here. And then these guys, they're going to spread out and start filling in some of this area back behind. Okay, so this siege is going to go very, very quickly. Songhai is going to attack Jolof now. Okay, whatever. So we're going to move up to Puno here, where we can reinforce some of these. Excellent. We got a breach up here. That's very, very good. The U.S. was building a spy network. No shockers there. And we're going to move over to here. Wonderful. Popular support for our Navy. Cool. That seems good. Let's continue to convert. And we're going to move up to here. Okay. So we could reduce our mercantilism. That, honestly, is maybe okay. But we're going to refuse to change the trade policy. This looks better. Excellent. Peasants are getting uppity. I don't want to lose admin power. We're going to need all the admin power we can get our hands on. So that's not a great thing to do. We need to wait at this point for this siege to finish. So that's fine. We're not sure exactly where their army is, but we know that there's only so much more that they have here, right? We're most of the way through this. Wait, they would actually accept full annexation right now? That's insane. They would accept this. We even have 3 reasons. We could take 878 gold as well. Maximum is 955. I think we just take this. We're going to be coring for a long time. Can we vassalize them instead? No, it's not an option. We can't make them be our vassal. I would vastly prefer Portuguese Peru becoming our vassal, and then we integrate them with diplomatic power. That's just not an option. So we're going to have to take literally everything that they have, and we're going to have to core all of it. This is going to be very painful for us in terms of admin power. How much overextension is that going to be? Significant is the answer. 174% overextension. So, yeah, that's going to be quite significant. I think we still do it. It's going to be mildly painful. By mildly, I mean significantly. Okay. So that's all fine. We now control all of this, so there's 1 fewer Portuguese colony down here. So now there's only Rio de Prata and Portuguese Brazil down here. Rio de Prata is actually friendly towards us. Probably not after this aggressive expansion. They're loyal to revolutionary Portugal. Okay. Well, we definitely need to do some coring, and we need to go from highest overextension down to lowest. So we're going to core here. And that's going to get a fair amount of this overextension cord, about 50%. We're going to have to continue to work on that. So that is absolutely understood. What do we want to do at this point with this treasury? Well, we're going to be making a fair amount of money. We can promote up this advisor. That will increase his salary by double. So that's going to be an additional 17 ducats per month. I'm thinking right now about promoting this guy up and then focusing admin. Yeah, I'm going to do it for right now. So I'm going to promote this guy once. And then I'm going to focus on admin. So we're at 10 and 12. So that is a net loss of 2 military power per month right now. And that's going to cost us a fair amount financially as well. We know that that's going to be the case, but we're also reinforcing troops, and that is pretty expensive. So that is fine for now. I think I'm going to leave 2 armies here, and I'm going to take these 2 armies, and I'm going to move them back up over here. Actually, I've changed my mind. I'm going to move these 2 armies up over here. I'm going to move this army up here. And these guys are going to stay down in this area. So, looking at supply limits here, yeah, we can sit right here. Oh, there's a bunch of separatists over here. Okay, let's turn around and fight them. Okay. So we stack wiped that. They've got reinforcements on the way in. Excellent. We stack wiped that. We're going to take this out. These guys are supposed to be heading up to here, I believe. No, it is these guys are supposed to be heading up here. Okay, so that looks fine for now. Let's just eliminate these remaining forces. A minor inconvenience indeed. We're going to have some bad events from all of these rebels. No doubt about that. Now, I want to go in and mothball any forts that are in here. There we go. We're paying quite a lot for that. So that brings us up to 20. And we can now seize land, which I'm interested in doing. Yes. We'll do that right now. And then we're going to do a sale of titles. That's going to get us a bunch of money that we're going to invest. And that investment is going to be into manufactories, of course. Actually, let's not do that yet. What do we need for workshops? Nothing new? Okay. Well, that's not shocking. This area needs to be cored and autonomy brought down. So, yeah, we'll definitely continue to work on some of these manufactories. Apparently, we're currently negative financially. This is likely due to our restoration of our armies here, is my guess. Yeah, it's back now. Okay, looks good. So, that's definitely a good expansion down here. No doubt about that. Not that many people are upset about us expanding in South America, so that seems reasonable. Now, Rio de Prata and Portuguese Brazil are both a fair amount stronger, so if we were to do that again, we would have to commit more resources, but that's okay. I want to get these guys drilling for the moment, and these guys are going to make their way back north. Now, I want to check in here. Okay, so we can't quite get another army. We'll be able to get one eventually, though. So I want to check in on cores. Yeah, we can definitely start coring here. We can also grab an idea for naval attrition, which we're going to do. And how are we doing on this Miltech now? So 1744, that's 11 years away. We are 10 years ahead of time. But keep in mind, the actual amount that we're going to need is going to be half this. So it's actually going to be about 5 years away-ish. It's a little awkward, but I think we can grab another quality idea and finish out our quality ideas. That would be fantastic. We would be delighted to do that. But we definitely need to get some admin power. That's for sure. I do think grabbing our Grand Navy for our diplomatic situation would be good. We're going to lose 10 army tradition. Okay. And these guys should be drilling. These remained drilling. Perfect. And we are making money at this point, but it's not a huge amount of money. Keep in mind, our overextension is making it so that our corruption is basically even. And this isn't shocking at all. So we have a rebellion brewing up down over here. Okay, this is going to probably be out in this area. This is very, very, very unsurprising. I'm going to stop these guys from drilling, and that'll be fine for the moment. So we're going to get another core going here. As soon as this month tick happens, there we go. The state needs the money. National unrest -2 for a skill 3 theologian. A theologian goes in the admin slot, correct? 99% sure, yeah. Goes in the admin slot. So the state needs the money. And of course, we have separatist sentiments. This is deeply, deeply unsurprising. We have a lot of overextension right now, and we gotta get these cores made. So there's that rebellion, and we're just going to go deal with that real quick. No problem there. So I unmothballed this fort in hopes that when they spawn out over here, the fort would prevent them from getting some autonomy. I don't know that that's actually going to happen, but yeah, we're seeing lots of revolts out over here. I'm going to unmothball this fort and this fort to prevent losing autonomy there. I'm going to unmothball all of the forts in this area, actually, so that they can't easily grab those. And then we have to siege them back. So that looks good for now. And the forts will prevent some autonomy in this area. So that'll be wonderful. We are going to need to continue to convert out over here, which we'll do. And we'll need to get more cores going, which is absolutely understood. So we won against these rebels, and we'll take this back. We do have a bunch of gold right now, and we should probably consider investing that gold into additional manufactories, which I'm going to do. We'll get 2 of these going, and then we'll also build this one since it's a little cheaper. Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to come on out over here. The fort should auto-cap this back for us. Amazing. And then Cusco and Separatists spawning right on that fort, but there's not much they can do out over in this area. So the fort is going to help us considerably. We completed our estate agenda, and we can set a new one. Stability of at least 3, have a manufactory for a base manpower, or a manufactory in Maguana. We're going to take that. And what do we actually need for this? 525 gold? Okay, where is that in the list? Pretty low is the answer. 0.39? Okay, it's not great, but with the additional base production, that'll help it a lot. So that seems good. The US unrivaled us. I'd like to unrival them as well. We're going to swap to England. So we are currently in a position where we might be able to get an alliance with them. Hang on. They have 1,000 reasons not to due to trust. Okay. That's interesting, for sure. I'm going to go back to improving relation with them. And as soon as we can, yeah, we are continuing to defeat these rebels down over here. We don't actually need to siege this back. We need to come over here and fight. England ended their revolution. Okay. What I want to do is I want to start currying favors with the US. Gain 10 prestige, yes please. And additional separatists spawning down over here is deeply unsurprising. Okay, so we immediately eliminate those separatists. I want to start currying favors here, and we're going to walk up and continue to defeat these separatists. Wonderful. More revolts happening up over here. That's fine. There is a revolt here. Okay, we'll go deal with that one. I'm going to unmothball this fort temporarily. We're not surprised that we have all of these rebellions, to be clear. This is deeply unsurprising. This province is under siege. Okay, yep. We'll come back to that then. Okay, so we won the Battle of Kolyma. That is out over here. And these lads, they can actually just drill right here where they are. That looks good. Additional separatists up over here and down here. Actually, don't drill where you are then. We can just come up and eliminate them. Wonderful. There's only so many of these that are going to spawn. And we're not having a very difficult time getting rid of them, so this looks great. Let's come on in over here for now. Wonderful. And yeah, we can see that these guys, they are definitely struggling to actually do anything with all of the forts in this area. So we're not actually having that many ill effects right now. We're working on coring these, apparently. So that is fine. Let's work here. There we go. And I would like to make a core here, but we need to control that province, so let's make this into a core. They're identical, so that seems fine. Now we're going to come down over here and continue to fight these rebels. I think we're net positive on our manpower right now, so that is great. And there's not many places that are going to be rebelling again from here. So we've got this quite thoroughly under control. Separatist sentiment isn't surprising, though. Yeah, we need to control these provinces. So we're going to head on down, eliminate these lads. And that looks absolutely fine. So we are now done with our rebellions, for the moment anyway. I don't think Pruno is capping back. No, it's not. So let's go ahead and cap that for now. And I do want to continue to work on some coring here. So we're going to want to grab this next. We'll need 78 admin power for that. That is absolutely noted. That is going to be a little painful, but first I want to hop into our military tab and mothball all of our forts again. Beautiful. Okay, so we can see we're making 15.81 ducats per month right now. That's not bad, considering our situation here. So let's move on down, and where is this rebel uprising going to be? This is going to be in Cajamarca. Or up over here. Okay. So let's move these guys right up over there. That'll be fine. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode... Oh, these need to be split up. Next episode, we are going to absolutely work on stabilization here. That is going to be a necessary thing, but honestly, we're well on our way. So this is looking very, very good. We need one more admin power to core this. Okay, let's tick forward real quick here. But you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.